out there, you know, just knowing it's out there around the world.
I was going to ask you if you feel that there's been other people over the I don't know, 15 years since you first recorded for Rounder that are there many other people doing the type of stuff you and your brother did on record? I don't see a lot of it, but I'm wondering if you might know a little bit more than me.
No, I don't know of any. I mean, I know there's I hear a lot of duets in bluegrass, but I don't know of anyone right now doing this. This kind of stuff. I know the old Canes, of course, they did a great job with this sound.
Yeah.
David Crow and Josh, they did some good recordings in this style, but of course they wasn't brothers, but
yeah,
did some good stuff. But I can't think of anyone now in the husband and wife duet or else brother duet doing it.
Right.
Of course, we don't get out there like we used to, so we don't know exactly what's going on.
Sure. I guess Kate and Jody were working at the same time to some degree with you. Were you familiar with their records?
Who's that?
Jody Stecker and Kate Brislin on Rounder.
Oh yeah. We've heard them. That's some great stuff.
Yeah.
Are they still?
They're still married. They're not. Well, Jody just released a solo album of old ballads, like real old Anglo-Saxon ballads from the 1600s, Barbary Allen and stuff like that, on a different label. It's not for Rounder. And a few years ago, Kate did a record with Katie Moffett, which was real pretty, a duet record.
Yeah, I remember hearing some of that. That's good stuff. I'm sure they're out there, but we just don't know of any right now.
Right. Now, you mentioned a few times, I'm going to let you go soon, Charles. I really appreciate this, but if I could ask one more thing that's on my mind, because you mentioned a few times that Ken was interested in preservation. Now, did he ever, go on about that at some length? Just when you want to preserve something, I guess you feel you're in danger of losing it. So, did he ever talk about that?
Not that I remember. You mean like us quitting or?
No. He said that, like, when you did your first album, he wanted to preserve that duet sound, that Leuven sound. He was interested in preservation of a sound.
Yeah, we'd heard him talk about that. He'd like to just keep certain sounds going, like the blues. The singers. He wanted to keep it as close to original as possible.
Right.
And brother duets. He didn't mind so much the music changing, but he didn't want our style of harmony to change.
I see.
Or I guess the soul of it, or whatever it is.
Yeah. And he didn't mind, I guess, it being applied to new songs.
Right. Yeah. He encouraged us to do, new material by different artists in our style, or not so much stick with just like a Leuven or
right.
a Delmore style, but he really encouraged that a lot more. And we needed to, I know, looking back now, we needed to do even more of it.
And why do you say that? Why do you think you needed to do it?
So many times people have labeled us as, like copy of the Leuven brothers.
I see.
And even though I guess we are, because we grew up just idolizing them so much.
Yeah.
Because of the harmony, and having heard the Monroe brothers and different ones, the Delmores back when we were growing up, and then when the Leuvens came along, it's just kind of about the time that we were growing up, they were real hot, and actually we heard them more on the radio, seems like. So
right.
But Rounder has encouraged us to do the same thing, but in a more versatile way. And of course, we try that with the Sound of Silence, the Bridge Over Troubled Water,
right.
Eighth Wonder of the World thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty comfortable.
Well, when I was talking to Ken once, I was in Cambridge at Rounder's offices, and we were talking about the Whitstein brothers records. There's just Ken and I, and he wanted to illustrate a point, and he said to me something like, I don't remember his words, but it was, you shouldn't ask questions about this. Just listen to this. And he got up and he put Bridge Over Troubled Water on the stereo they have there, and he said, "This is all you need to know." He said, "Have you ever heard this song like this before? This is all you need to know." That's what I remember. He kept saying, "This is all you need to know."
Yeah, he's great. But it really, we did some of that back in the '60s, and back then they were trying to change us, from the regular duet into the more folkish hootenanny thing.
Right.
But we didn't realize it at the time. But a lot of it just kind of was part of us, and
yeah.
When we came with Rounder, they just kind of Ken would hear that in us, and he was trying to encourage us to do more variety of stuff like that.
Right.
And of course, we enjoyed experimenting with songs.
Sure. Now, you got to ask me a quick question. How in the world did your name get spelled differently on the Leuven album?
Yeah, that was a good one. Well, originally, the name way back, E-I-N instead of I-N-E, and somehow some of the Whitstein started spelling it differently, W-H-E-T, and some of them, I think, W-E-T-S-T-I-N-E.
Uh-huh.
And, but really, our name is S-T-I-N-E. That's what we grew up with.
I see.
But when we did our first album with Rounder, mostly my brother's idea. He just said, maybe if we spell it traditionally, they would pronounce it right, because it seemed like it was a problem getting it pronounced.
Do you pronounce it Whitstein?
We pronounce it Whitstein, but
I see.
Okay. Either way it's fine, I'm sure. But back in the '60s, we traveled with Fair and Young and the Opry then, and they just called us the Whit Brothers. They just
right.
kind of bypassed it.
Yeah. So the I-N-E is that the earlier spelling?
No, that's actually the spelling that we use now, that that our dad used and
oh, I see.
Grandfather used, and
got it.
But it's we went with E-I-N.
I see. So when you sign your name now for work or something, you do I-N-E?
Yeah, now we do. We just go back to our checks and everything I-N-E.
Right.
Whereas in the music it was E-I-N. And I don't know. I don't know why we did it. It's just something that we did then.
Did you ever talk to Ken about royalties? Get into Did you ever kind of get really concerned about business and kind of ask for an explanation of your royalty statements and things like that?
Yeah, we have. We've asked him before. Of course, we know we didn't, because we wasn't out there and everything. We couldn't sell a whole lot, but we've asked him, and then he'd send us a statement, and he said it just wasn't a big. We didn't write any of our songs, and
right.
So therefore, and we didn't. I guess kind of paid for itself, more or less what he explained to us. And
Would Rounder front the cost to make the records?
Yeah, they paid for the whole thing.
Right. Okay, so and have you ever gotten sales figures? Do you know what those records have sold in the range of? I assume that they don't top 10,000.
No, we never have that I know of. We haven't heard
right
what they were selling.
So what are you going to do this other album? Do you think?
I think at some point we will, and we may do it in Louisiana. I go to my brother instead of him coming to Nashville. It might be more convenient for him, and Ken had given us the okay to do that.
Right.
But we just we have to get together on it and hopefully just do something simple with Brother Duet, guitar mandolin thing.
Yeah. What are you doing musically right now?
Not a whole lot right now. I did some studio work with different ones. We I got together with the Whites here a while back and did a session with a guy from Denver, Mike McCullough, and it was a lot of fun. And I've done a few things with Jesse McReynolds, just demos and things, and just. And as a matter of fact, Jesse had talked about maybe me and him getting together later on, maybe doing something just to do, you know.
Oh, that'd be nice, yeah. Did you move to Nashville in the hope of just keeping your hand in?
Yeah, I did. Actually, our son, back in like '91, our son had gotten married, and it was just the two of us at home. So, and my brother had gotten out of it then, so
yeah.
we just moved up here and just, and of course, Charlie Lewin has been wanting me for years to do the Lewin Brothers celebration thing, which it was a lot of fun. We went all over the world, but we moved up here in the hopes of that, just maybe just getting into Nashville and seeing what would happen, because we love the industry around here. I mean, the part of it that we'd worked with off and on all our lives. And actually, my wife had got she was teaching at a Air Force base down in Louisiana, and that was during the time of the base closure.
I see.
And so she moved to Fort Campbell up here for that first year we were up here when I was working with Charlie.
Yeah.
So that's, but since then we've just kind of hung around and played the opera when my brother could come up.
Yeah.
They were real good about giving us an open invitation just about any time to sing over there.
Great. Well, Charles, I love your records, and I really appreciate that you were willing to talk to me a little bit about just your experiences.
Thanks a lot, Michael. I hope I've helped. I hope I haven't stuttered too much.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I like it. I like hearing just how the records come about, and I know that it's frustrating to me sometimes because I can never get to you never feel you hear the whole story about what it was like to be in there.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's even now it's like a dream that it didn't really happen. Things that's happened in our music over our lifetime, and it's I don't know, the people we've met and the fun that we've had with Rounder. And of course I would have liked to have done more and traveled more, and I wish we could have done it like full time all the time. But it's just we're proud of what we did do and got them out there.
Was it mostly economics? It was just the economics of what you were doing made it too tough to get out there as much as you would have liked?
Yeah, I think that's mostly what it was, especially when we lived in Louisiana. It's our family and our jobs. And first one thing is, it wasn't enough to keep us in full time, but yet we wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And with the preservation thing, it was great. Rounder doing, and they did all they could on their part, but it's just we couldn't turn it loose, I guess.
Sure.
Do it enough to really make it catch a hold.
Yeah. Are you satisfied with the group of records artistically? Would you do anything really different?
Yeah, I'm pretty much satisfied that we did try with the second one the way we did, but I think if we had it to do over knowing what we know now with the fans, and we would stick more to at least like the first one or the old time duet one.
That's funny. I like the record, but the thing is, I can also listen to the first one, and I can listen to the second one, so I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah, it's really, we love the band. We love, the band with us. We've worked a lot with bands on the road.
Yeah.
Like dobro acoustical bands, but we also like, we think, from what people tells us, around the Opry stage and everywhere, you boys ought to, stick with that mainly get our old time stuff. I know Mr. Acuff told us one time to Aubrey, "You boys don't change. You stick with that style." Of course, I guess he could say that.
Yeah, he's comfortable.
Yeah, he's comfortable. But yeah, I think that we would do more. Just of course, I guess it's really all down to earth stuff anyway. What we did, all of them.
Yeah, I think that of the second record. I guess what I hear from you is that Ken and Roy Acuff, they like that sound, that old just duet, simple sound, and with not a lot of people doing it.
Yeah, that's like we grew up with, I guess, on the front porch singing, and I guess it sounds more natural.
Yeah.
What we do.
If Ken said to you, take your pick, and I'll pay for it. Do a simple, older style, front porch style duet album, or do a band album with modern touches. What would be if you had your druthers, which way would you go?
Oh goodness. Well, with what I'd like to do personally, I don't know if there's a right answer, but
there's no right answer.
I'd like to do something that would be, a big seller like the Allison Craft thing.
Sure.
But on the other hand, knowing how my brother don't like to travel and everything, I'd rather just, I'd like to do the old time duet sound, just man on the guitar. As far as having something that would be out there.
Sure, I understand. Yeah. Well, great, Charles. I'm gonna let you go. You've been better than I'd hoped. You talked to me for over an hour, so.
Oh, I appreciate it.
No, all right. Well, you and your wife have a good afternoon. I'm gonna rejoin my family here.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot, Mike. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.